Hello everybody. I hope everyone's doing really fine and they are safe at their places, enjoying lockdown. I'll just start the session at 6, waiting for 2 more minutes. Good evening everybody. Hello. So today's session, guys, is on why should I pick the United Kingdom as my study abroad option. I'm going to talk about that at length. Okay, let's start. It's 6 already without wasting a minute, guys. Good evening, everybody. Most of you know me here. Those of you who don't, my name is Parul Chauhan and I am the UK and Ireland counselor at Edwise International. Hope everyone's fine. And okay, now the reason all of us are glued to a screen here today is because all of us are aspiring to kind of study abroad. And what better option than UK? And for most of us, I'm sure studying in the UK is more like a dream come true, just like it was for me. Well, I've been a student in the UK myself. I've studied at a British university, and that's why I'm overwhelmed and more than joyous to share my experience and tell you why you should pick the United Kingdom as your study abroad option. I'll cite 5 top reasons, and I hope that helps you guys, for kind of picking UK. Okay, I'll be speaking about that at length. However, if you guys have any questions, any concerns, please don't shy away on reaching out to us. Just write whatever questions you have in the comment section and I'll try to address kind of, as maximum as possible so that, your queries are resolved. No worries. Okay, starting. Why should I pick UK? Well, okay, I'm a student, and I'm confused where to go for studies. The country that actually came to my mind was UK. And I'm sure to most of you guys, that must be the case as well. Why is that? It's only and only because of the successful history of education that the country kind of, has. Just kind of pick any literature, pick any world leader. I'm sure all of us want to study at universities which have produced, Nobel Prize winners, the world leaders, are actually kind of, the alumni of top British universities. That's because of the excellence in the quality of education, the quality of teaching, the quality of research that you're looking at. When you're thinking about a UK university, it's all about good research, good literature, good teachings. Now the teachers over there are double, triple PhD guys. So you can imagine what kind of, mentors you'll be studying under. Plus, talking about the literature, the libraries are humongous. Talk about the laboratories, they are humongous. That's again because of the quality of research. The universities actually invest so much money just for the student welfare. So that's the kind of education you're looking at. Again, what's the striking difference? What I personally felt, in India, we are really spoon-fed. We are told what books to study from, what page numbers to study from, before the exams. Whereas in the UK, I was culturally shocked. Why? Because there are no hard books. Everything's online. It's online journals. The libraries are humongous, like I said. Even if you're an ex-university grad, you can always kind of go pick an LSE library just by the access library that you have. You understanding? So it's so much literature that you're looking at. It's academic excellence. Plus, you can tailor-made your course, guys. Now, again, if I'm talking about courses, speaking about business, management, pharmacy, medicine, engineering, analytics, you name it and they have the course. It's a plethora of courses. Let me tell you, they have a course into library management. Can you believe it? There's a course into animal communication. So it completely boils down to your appetite. What do you want to study? So there are compulsory modules which are followed by specialization modules. Okay, so you can actually tailor make your course as per your interest. So isn't that like a beauty? Yeah. Then speaking about the second reason, it's the length of the course. I finished my degree relatively early. Yeah. Whereas other countries, they actually kind of, have their courses kind of driven up to 2 years or sometimes a little more. Here, it's not like that. The courses are only for 1 year's time. Even if it's a two-year course, it's always kind of followed by an internship here. So 1 year is your study and 1 year is when you work. So it's a lot of industry specific and industry oriented learning that you're doing. Plus it's a lot of self-study involved. You understanding? Like the lectures are not, the lecture time, is relatively minimal as compared to India. That's because they expect you to do your homework. They expect you to do your self-study. So what happens in the entire process, you are so scholarly because you've given so much time studying the literature that you come out as a scholar. So that in itself is beautiful. You are studying from, you're adhering to the citations, you're following Harvard style referencing. That's the kind of study you're looking at. It's worldwide recognized. The degrees are worldwide accredited, and most of the universities have triple accreditations. So actually you're looking at a world-class education. Yeah. So I was talking about the length of the course. The length of the course is relatively less. Speaking about the undergraduate degrees as well, it's 3 to 4 years only. Even if it's a 4-year degree, the third year is actually, a internship year or probably a study abroad year. So it's a lot of holistic growth that you're looking at along with your studies. Plus the entry to the UK on a student visa is relatively easy to other countries because there are no competitives. There's only one exam that you have to write, and that's an IELTS. That also kind of, tests you on your English language skills. They just need to see whether or not you're able to comprehend and understand English, which of course, all of us are. It's just that it has to be validated through a test. And IELTS is one of the tests. There are other tests as well, as alternatives. So it's not much of a rocket science. It's not much of a fancy exam that they're looking at. It's just kind of an English language. Correct? And most of the degrees, like I said, are very, very employment driven. So by the end of it, you're industry ready. Plus, I'm sure you guys are aware about the graduate immigration routes that stepped in the UK, which allows the student to kind of, stay in the UK, post their study for 2 more years. So you have to secure some specific 70 points and you can do that. So that's like lovely. Okay, now third reason why I should pick UK is affordable fees. Okay, now when I'm looking at abroad education, I think, oh my God, it's kind of, like a hefty amount of money that I'll be kind of, banking into. But no, you're actually looking at somewhere around an 8 to 20 lakhs as the total expenditure, which is inclusive of your tuition and your living expenditure. Now this I'm able to say by virtue of the fact that they are really generous with their scholarships. Now if it's UK, like I said, they invest a lot on the infrastructure. They'll invest a lot on the students' attributes, So let's just say scholarships are not just university specific. There are country specific scholarships. There are course specific scholarships. There are scholarships just for sports. There are government funded scholarships. So many of my students have got it. And I understand, you have to be academically scholarly to get it and everything. But yeah, there are other universities that kind of fund students on the basis of your philanthropic edge. Let's just say if you're a very good person, you've done something incredible for the society. Just pen it down in your SOP and they'll kind of reward you. So anything that you do out from your comfort zone, UK rewards you. It's like that. And we are always there to help you. Like so many of my students have got scholarships, even if they are not really meritorious with their grades. It's just that, right, whatever work you've done or whatever, CSR activities that you've done, any philanthropic activity that you've done, just pen it down. And I'm sure it's going to kind of, work wonders. Plus, there are discounts. you know, there's an early payment, probably kind of, you know, if you're academically scholarly, they might just give you a 20% rebate as well. So it's just that the catch is apply early and apply for scholarships. And like I said, we're always there to help you proofread the SOPs for you know, scholarships and everything, just a call away. Yeah. Speaking about the visas, again, very, very smooth. We have an immigration team specifically dedicated for kind of, you know, proofreading the documents before we even submit it. So it's a very, very streamlined process, I must say. Plus, touch wood, with UK, we have 99.9% success ratio. So it's all a win-win. Okay, speaking about the fourth reason, that's diversity. Okay, now imagine you're in the class, you look around, and there are students from all walks of life. Somebody from Mexico, somebody from China, somebody from Pakistan, somebody from Brazil. Just imagine, isn't it like a, you know, a learning in itself? Not just kind of, you know, by befriending them, but by just being with them, you can learn so much about their cultures, you know, what they eat, their eating habits, their festivals, their cultures. That in itself is a learning, guys. Like, I'll tell you, I have friends all over the world today, and I'm only grateful to my university for that. That's because UK actually is a home to so many students, you know, from all multicultural societies, multicultural, you know, walks of life. So that's like really nice. Okay, now again, like a heads up, I would want to say, please, please, please make sure you enroll and be a part of student societies. Now, what are student societies? These are informal groups, okay, that are, whilst you're studying, you know, in the university, they are like an informal group where you can be a part of them. You can probably learn a skill, like, you know, there is an archery learning student society, there is a Hindu student society, there's an Indian student society. Like, I was a part of so many, by virtue of which I actually kind of, you know, got to celebrate festivals, Diwali, play Garba. Yeah, actually I've played Garba there. So what I'm trying to tell you, it's very, very friendly. People are very friendly. Plus, not just kind of leave alone the informal bits. Let's just say if you're a University of Birmingham grad, okay, and you are a part of the student society, you befriend somebody, you know, from the student society of Manchester, you can always kind of, you know, network with them. Let's just say there's an opportunity, an internship opportunity tomorrow at Manchester. It's posted on the university's student society group. Just kind of avail it. If you're worthy, you'll kind of crack it. It's very simple. You understanding? So make sure you're very, very active there. It's free of cost. You don't incur any single pound, any single penny, to be kind of, you know, precise. Just make sure you network a lot. Make use of your time over there, because it's once in a lifetime opportunity, guys. It's blissful. Okay. The fifth and I think my most favorite reason is the social life. All work, no play makes Jack a dull boy. And I'm sure all of you kind of present here, or probably, you know, if not, must have heard the proverb, if you're bored of London, you're bored of life. Let me tell you, it's very, very true. There is so much to do as a student in the UK. This, again, I'm not just talking about London, but all the other counties as well. There is kind of, you know, who doesn't fancy the Big Ben? Who doesn't fancy the double-decker, you know, those red buses? You really want to see, I think I had the Big Ben. You understanding? So it's a lot of, you know, historical, culturally driven, you know, significance that you're looking at if you're looking at, you know, UK as a country. Plus the epic landscapes, it's beautiful, guys. It's serene. And plus you can actually work there part-time. You know, whilst you're studying, you can actually work there 20 hours per week. And whilst your dissertation is going on, your vacations are on, that's your Christmas break, your Easter break, you can actually work full time. The kind of money that you make over there is somewhere around 8 to 10 pounds to be approximate. That's, let's just say, $1,000 for an hour. That's like a lot of money. I sponsored my Paris through that. So it's kind of, you know, along with studies, it's a lot of networking that you can do. You can kind of, you know, move out with your friends in the society, and kind of network and learn through it. So like I said, you know, it's a lot of royalty. It's a lot of, you know, like ancient and significant culture that you're looking at. You know, when it is UK, plus people are so friendly, there's so much to do. You can work from a part-time living, and kind of materialize that only into an internship and that into a full-time job as well. And see, the fact is, you can always reach out to the university. They are, available at your every beck and call. You just need to make sure that you kind of, in touch with them. Tell them, this is my CV. I'm looking out for part-time jobs. I'm looking out for internships. They help you in your CV building skills. They help you groom for the interview. They can actually give you the list of, internship opportunities, internship companies that are hiring. Now, to crack the interviews, your owners. So they can give you the platter to eat, to eat the cake is your job. It's like that. So what I'm trying to tell you, it's a very, very strong hand holding, that the universities have with the students. Just make sure you make the most of it. Because like I said, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity and it's very, very enriching. And just make sure you make kind of, the most of your time. Okay, now one more thing. I'm sure all of you must be kind of, being a little apprehensive as to, with the entire COVID situation, how things are going to turn out and, all of that. I understand. Hold on. Everybody's kind of, sailing in the same boat. But again, let me tell you, the grass is always greener on the other side. It's like that. But actually, the things are coming back to normalcy over there relatively at a faster rate as compared to how it is here. And things are going to kind of, the restrictions are getting uplifted. I recently spoke to a friend of mine and, they've been called to kind of, they're partying and everything. Everything's kind of, coming back to normalcy. Of course, people are adhering to the social distancing standards, kind of even if you were to travel, you have to quarantine and everything. But it's coming back to normal at a relatively higher growth rate. That's what I will say. So make sure you kind of, make use of your time here. Even if it were to kind of, start your course online, I would say there's no harm in doing that because you wouldn't miss out on your time. Plus, kind of, with the stretch of your first semester, you'll anyway kind of, try of going there. So I'm sure the VFS offices are going to resume soon, and so are the flights, and you should be ready to fly. Yeah. So let me say, okay, what questions do I have? Yeah, there are kind of so many universities offering masters in logistics. Like I said, it's completely up to your appetite, what you want to study. And okay, MBA in the UK, again, now MBA is of two types. One is freshers, one is executive. If it were fresher, you aren't required to have any work experience on your kitty. If you probably are looking for an executive, that means you should have a work experience somewhere at a managerial level of around 3 to 5 years, roughly. Yeah, and you can always apply. Also, guys, we are having the virtual counselings going online right now. So right from 11 in the morning till 5, we're always available. Please don't shy away in reaching out to us. Plus, we're having so many fairs, probably every day in the admissions day, where the universities are being called to the students to speak to them at length, clarify all their doubts. So it's a very good opportunity to, speak to. Honestly, at my times, this wasn't like a, case. If I got to, talk to my university even before going, I would be really joyous. So this is kind of, a very good opportunity. Make sure you make use of it. And like I said, it's all kind of completely free. You're not incurring a single penny. It's just kind of so much information for free. So make sure you kind of, make the most of it. Okay. All sounds good, but this pandemic has ruined it. Well, the pandemic has ruined a lot of stuff, but we can't really kind of, keep still. We have to keep moving. In fact, I don't know, this might be a little philosophical, a little, offbeat, but what I see is, Corona being the vaccine and not the not kind of, the disease. That's because probably kind of, I have that little, environmental driven this thing, but I am really happy that the environment is rejuvenated now and things are coming back to normalcy. It's just that we need to kind of take care of ourselves on our own. That's one thing that I'll say. Would MBA be a good option or an MSc? See, masters, yeah, let me also tell you about a little difference. So an MBA, of course, is a legit degree, but a master's is a more specialized and focused course. So like I said, there'll be something which are the compulsory modules, which you have to take anyway. And by virtue of a master's, you can tailor make your course and choose the specializations which could be 1 or 2 subjects at the end of your second semester, and then write your dissertation in that and make it, your customized degree. Okay, I'm pursuing mechanical engineering. I want to pursue master. What is the procedure? Well, we'll just kind of, ask you to get in touch with us. I don't know where you're from, Devshish, but you can get in touch. We have got 25 plus offices all over India, pan India. Please get in touch with us, and one of our counselors will definitely get in touch with you to help you. It's very simple. We just need to make an application. We are direct representatives of more than 750 plus universities all across the globe. So that's like a huge chunk. So what I'm trying to tell you is we can always get that sorted. Plus we have experienced counselors, and we can, get your documents in place, proofread your SOPs and everything. For undergraduate, how do we get scholarship? Dear, you need to apply first. Once you get it, the offer's rolling out, you just need to write an essay why you feel that you're worthy, of a scholarship. Also, one more tip, guys, please do not mention that you need finances, you're desperate of money. No, just speak about the fact that you're a winner, you're a leader, and you are here to serve society. Just that is what they are looking for in the scholarship essays. Just tell them why you're worthy. Probably it could be as minimal as, let's just say, if you've been a leader at some presentation in your college, and probably you've undertaken that with flying colors or something. So sorry. Yeah, so something like that. Just kind of speak about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the applications for September 2021 are also going to start very soon. But for September and Jan, kind of, of course, the applications are open now. But it's no harm in applying for 2021 as well. Just get in touch with us, guys. Okay. Any more questions, guys? Currently, BA in hospitality. I want to pursue hospitality masters. Okay, hospitality, of course, is a very, very booming field. And whatever masters you want to do, kind of, we're going to help you with the shortlisting of universities, and we can make the application for you. Yeah, just the only catch is just be very early and be prompt. Yeah, we are direct representatives for Durham, Newcastle, all the universities that you talked about. Also in UK, universities are tier 1, tier 2. This is like a lingo that we use. That means the top-notch universities, all the Russell Group universities, we are direct representatives of. So we can actually target those universities as well. So those universities are looking for a little more higher academics and a little more kind of, legit background. So we're always there to kind of, help you for that as well. Okay. Will there be any changes in the 2-year work visa scenario? Not as of now, dear. So what we learn post your degree, you can actually avail the 2 years graduate immigration route. You have to acquire those 70 points for you to kind of, get that sponsorship and get the work visas done. Yeah. So the average cost of computer science bachelor's, see, the tuition fees is going to range somewhere between 8 to 20. This is again like the bigger bracket that I've given you. Depending on the university, it kind of varies. But like I said, if you're academically strong, we make, a good application, then of course, you can get some discounts. You can apply for scholarships. Also, there are scholarships which are not monetary, guys. Now, a scholarship which is called Dine with the Dean. So you're understanding there's no monetary benefit involved here, but it's actually you're getting to dine with the dean of your university. Imagine what kind of conversation you'll have. It's one of a lifetime, achievement, I'd say. So there are scholarships likewise as well. You can actually kind of, look out in those. Like the only thing that I'm saying is make sure you're early enough so you can, bag those opportunities. Job opportunities next year, considering the current situation. Of course, things are pretty much uncertain right now, but of what I see, people are very scared as well. So what an Asian mind will think, let me kind of grab that opportunity. So what I would say is you're looking at a bigger and a brighter picture. Things are going to be competitive, it's not going to be easy, but it's just that, like I said, you can always get in touch with the university's career cell. They are kind of, you know, there to help you and everything. Fully funded scholarships, yeah, of course there are fully funded scholarships, but like I said, you have to be meritoriously very, very scholarly, and at the same time you should have done some philanthropic work. Probably if you're a Rotary Club member, or probably you've done something for the society, any initiative, you know, that you have done, any NGO that you support, or even if you are a part of it, please do not forget to mention it in the essay, you know, because like I said, anything that you do out from your comfort zone, UK really values it. So make sure you kind of, you know, do all of that, get in touch with us. Like I said, we're having virtual counselings. Please don't shy away. Yeah, and I hope it was helpful to you guys, and please take care of yourself, guys. Keep safe. I'll sign off. Bye.